So yesterday, Greg and I were talking about here's how to use an Amazon link that we set up, and we were trying to set it up to go directly into Europe. You got that working now?
100% already tested in EU, multiple nations. Ukrainians are even able to buy. Oh, of course, Great Britain, UK, we're rolling. So
Okay.
all we've got to do now is fire that link into the description. It will be in the description of your channel and my
Mhm.
channel.
Okay. So they have a US link, they have a EU link, and then they also have a link if somebody asked, hey, look, I'm Canadian, I don't want the government to tax this when I do that. Can I just give directly? There'll be a just give directly link. All of
Yes, sir.
these things, if you just want to give cash to support whatever. Now, tell us, now you sent me an email this morning that you said in the last 24 hours, the following has been purchased. 224 trauma shears, 18 military Wobie blankets,
Woobies,
14
yeah.
yeah, 14 military tactical ponchos, 1,020 Swiss safe emergency blankets, 48 sets of tactical gloves, 71 sets of thermal underwear, 45 sets of military six-pack socks, 480 chest seals, 200 or 22 Silox Rapid Z fold gauze kits, 130 Cat 7 genuine tourniquets. And so like, wow, I was looking at that like, how did that just happen? Okay, so we're going to tell people by the end how much actually was raised. I want you to tell them before we do that. Like that's a great Christmas present. And the people that gave you are freaking awesome. I mean, I'm beside myself. I could never have hoped to raise this, and it was only by linking my wagon with Greg here to say, hey, folks, this is how you can do it. He's actually going to get it out. That I was like, hey, we can make this work. And I sensed this crazy frustration with people wanting to give, wanting to do something, not knowing exactly how. But here it'll go right to Pennsylvania if you're in the US, or if you're in Europe, it'll go to Europe. Right? If you're in the US, it doesn't go to Europe yet, but we're right. You
We
can't use that link.
we don't want it to. And here's the reason: that is for shipping. So we are doing everything to maximize your donation. If you are buying a tourniquet or if you are donating money, you can rest assured that your donation, people are messaging go, why am I sending it to Pennsylvania? Because we're going to take care of air mailing it, air shipping it
Mhm.
to Ukraine. I don't care if the Polish border is blocked. We'll go through Romania. We'll go
Mhm.
through wherever we need to. This aid will get to Ukraine. It will not be stopped by the Polish border. It will not be stopped by red tape. You're going to show a video a little later of Zhenya, my
Mhm.
my my president on the ground there, who today in the inspection offices, we're legal guys, NGO. It's amazing.
Okay.
Nothing is going to stop this wave.
And that's the
Nothing.
next thing. So you put your EIN number, your legal
Mhm.
identification number on your website now so people can see that because people were asking about that. And rightly, they should be asking about that. They should be checking it out. You can go to guidestar.org, pump that number. I just did. Go to guidestar.org. That's the national nonprofit database. Pump that number in. You'll find that that's what it goes to. So
Mhm.
I mean, you can check that out on your own and verify it. And please do.
So I had a gentleman email actually and reach out, and he already knew that our nonprofit, our 501c3, our EIN number, he knew it was all legit. But his message was, I know you're legit, but would you just please confirm your EIN? Because
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to send a donation through you guys because I trust you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I confirmed it. So now we've made that public. So we'll have the link in the on the descriptions, my website, everything, validating the EIN number for those wanting to donate. Additionally, when you talk about a cash donation, I received a few messages. Folks having a little concern that if they send dollars or they send it from Canada or whatever, and it comes through us, and then we send it to Ukraine, that we lose or get a poor exchange rate. Well,
Mhm.
guys, you don't have to worry about that because we do not exchange it into Ukrainian hryvnia. We actually send dollar, and in Ukraine, we take out dollar. We do a lot of purchasing inside Ukraine, not with hryvnia, but with dollars because they have much more power.
Right.
So there's no exchange worries.
Right. Okay. So when they go to the Amazon site, if they do that, then they're looking for the choice of shipping addresses, and they'll come up as Bethel Life, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So just so they're aware, and we didn't make everything clear because we didn't even know what to make clear yesterday. Like I totally didn't even think about the if you want to give dollars to use this link. I just put
Mhm.
the other. But this will be up on all of my videos from now forward. It'll be up there to be able to give. Now that leads me to another thing. What happened yesterday? Like I was astounded by how many people gave, and I know it was Christmas, but between now and the end of the year, you're leaving on the 2nd, is that right?
Yes, I leave on January the 2nd. And,
Okay.
I'm looking at the Amazon right now on the backside of the corporate business nonprofit. I know those don't really go together, but even as a nonprofit on Amazon, you have a corporate account. So I'm looking at it right now. And even now, while we're talking, the numbers are going up.
Yeah.
People are still buying right
Yeah.
now. So if you're buying in the United States and by chance it gets to me by noon on Tuesday, January the 2nd, 1 week from today, it's going with me personally.
Okay.
Even if I've got to purchase another case and ship it through on the airplane, it's going. Now, we've got so much stuff coming, and there's going to be so much more stuff as people build more trust and see here in a
Sure.
few weeks their donations delivered and put right in the hand of a soldier. And he
Yeah.
looks at that camera and he says, "Thank you. Validation done." We are prepared. Our team is in place. Our packing team, our travel team to New Jersey, going via air. We will roll it to Poland. That's what we do. And as I promised, it's getting in Ukraine, even if we got to go to Romania.
Yeah, yeah. This led us to our conversation earlier today. I was like, let's just keep this going. Let's like between now and the end of the year, that's when people are
Mhm.
giving their like end of the year giving anyway. So I'm going to
Yes.
keep giving updates daily on what's going on. We're going to watch this little video. Give the introduction of this video.
Okay. This is incredible. So, guys, first of all, thank you. What else can we say? Thank you for caring about Ukraine.
Mhm.
Thank you for caring about people. Thank you for caring about soldiers who are freezing right now, sitting in a ice covered or rain soaked dirt trench this very second. Thank you. Secondly, on, and I'll introduce the video, but on that giving, if you give financially cash, through our online giving platform, don't worry about the tax receipt. Our office
Yeah,
will
it must
generate it, and
legally. It must. Right.
it will be mailed to you in January by the
Right.
30th legally. So we're golden there, and that's for United States citizens. So now about the video. This is the president of NPRAM. So all of you guys that are new to me, you will see Zhenya in basically every video I do, especially once I arrive in Ukraine. We've worked together for 25 years. We're best friends. I trust this man with my life. We roll right to the front lines together. He has a wife and small kids, and he's fighting for his nation just
Mhm.
like we all are. Today, he and the administrator of our NGO there had to go and file all their paperwork again. It's not that it needed to be filed initially. We've been legal and we're an organization for years and years and years, but Ukraine requires it's December. You make sure all documents are updated, all the volunteer forms are updated, all the nonprofits are updated. And today that was done. And he called me. I said, Zhenya, shoot me a quick video of that because people need to see. Not only are we legal here in the United States,
Mhm.
but we're legal in Europe and we're legal in Ukraine. And this is a very well oiled machine that is developing here with Dr. Gerdes leading the way with this brilliant idea. So you're going to see that. And then it's going to cut to Zhenya being in the street outside the tax office in Khmelnytsky, Ukraine. And he will show you a picture in an avenue of heroes where hundreds of soldiers just from this city have died. And actually, it's been thousands Ukrainians. But he's going to show you one particular picture. And my friends, listen, this is a personal friend of ours, a member of our friendship circle there whose father died, gave his life fighting for Ukraine. That's what you're going to see. And then it'll conclude with reality. And it's only a couple minutes long, but it's very powerful. So there it is, Doc.
All right.
Hello from Ukraine, and we do this moment our paperwork for our NGO charity foundation up here in Ukraine. Me and Tonya are our administrator, the best person, and we work with it. All the accounts of the bank, updating different currencies, and doing working with some documents for the tax inspection and making sure that there is no any delay, there will not be any delays, and updating all needed things, just checking for the customs. So, and as you know, our NGO works with the NGO in organization in United States, a Great Terror organization, and with the partnering of Bill Schwartz in Belgium, and becoming now a boots on the ground here for Dr. Gerdes. Thank you all the International Society. And right here is Vadim Bichko. It's, you know, Lera Rasinska, it's her father. He was fighting for Ukraine. In the memory and honor. It says they gave their life for Ukraine. This is just Khmelnytsky. All the work's done, and it comes again. You hear it? Every day. It seems to me it's the third time during the day in our area.
All right. So now that you've seen that, now that you've understood what we've done, now that you have heard all the backstory, you can look up the EIN on your own and see everything. If you want to keep giving, if that's on your heart and you want to do that, let's just keep pushing here until the new year before he goes, see what we can accomplish. You want to tell him what's actually come in, like real-time numbers as you're looking at this now.
Well, this number is going to be inaccurate, just a touch, because you guys are buying more stuff while we're doing this. But officially, $18,040.20 of gear. And I mean, on that list, guys, is the absolute most important gear. Thermals, chest seals, those trauma shears. Most medics struggle on the front line in Ukraine to have the real trauma shears, and those can save lives with the ability to slip them under and cut those bandages or cut off the clothing really quickly. You guys have bought hundreds of those over the last 24 hours. The ponchos for they're called the woobies for laying in the trenches. You've bought Amazon out. Tourniquets out the wazoo. The socks, the thermals, we're keeping on the list the most important, and it's not our idea. It's requested directly from the front.
And that's before we get to another 1,500-ish of just direct donations as well. And
and that number's invalid now too, because that was about 6 hours ago, 5 hours ago. I gave you that number. More cash donations have come in. We're over 20,000 easy in 24 hours.
So that's where we are right now. And tomorrow we'll update one way or another. We'll get some kind of brief video update. You can find it on Greg's channel. You can find this on my channel. Either way.
Absolutely.
But just like if it's on your heart, to give to Ukraine, here is one of the most meaningful ways that you can do this to get something to people right on the front. We're talking about, again, thermal underwear and trauma shears and things like that. So if that's what you want to do, we'll keep this up until Greg goes back to Ukraine, and then periodically we'll interact with him so that you can have a sense of what's going on and see what's actually happening with those donations. But I'm just astounded by this, because I know my own skill sets, my strengths, and I'm not a fundraiser. This is not like something that I ever felt comfortable doing, but hooking my wagon here to Greg's, and he has the connections, and you all have been just amazing. Thank you so much for that. And let's just see what happens between now and New Year's. And I can't thank you all enough. Greg, do you
To
have any
not be a
last thoughts?
fundraiser, yeah, you're doing a really good job. But
This is
it's
accidental. I just figured out, wait,
what
he's doing it. Like,
what was oh, well, I'm taking it there, yeah, and
yeah.
that's going to even validate it even more. But what was the message we were talking about last night? Or your Dr. Synergy, Dr. Synergy.
Yeah, somebody called me that. I was like, I love the moniker. Yeah,
Okay,
that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is create synergy and be able to get things more efficient, more effective. That just warms my management professor's heart. So
you be Dr. Synergy, I'll be Dr. Energy, and the world's
that's
going to come together, and we're going to smash some goodness over Ukraine.
Yeah, and thank you to every single one of you that has decided to donate. I'm beside myself. I didn't think that was going to happen like it did, and I my jaw still hurts from hitting the floor after seeing the results. So
Yeah.
thank you. I will be back tomorrow. Greg will be back either in video form, or we'll talk together
Mhm.
each day before we leave. We'll keep you posted on what's happened. Okay. All right.
100%.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
guys.
much, and thank you for being the kind of people that care about Ukraine.
Dr. Gerdes,
Yes.
do you speak Ukrainian well?
I don't speak, no, nobody in my audience would ever think that I speak Ukrainian well.
Okay.
I
Can
slaughter the
can
language.
can you say Geroim Slava?
Y Geroyam Slava, that's like the
Are you
right.
ready?
I know what
That's your part. I'll do the first. No, you know what? You say Slava Ukraina. I'll do the hard
Slava
part.
Ukraini.
Geroim Slava.
There we go.
Perfect.
Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.